It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Houston Texans. Next on Madden NFL 25.
We are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look inside NRG Stadium in Houston, home of the Texans. So good to have you on board with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, in this league, you know it, you lived it. Undergoing a changing of the guard at the quarterback position sometimes can be traumatic, but a lot of times it leads to hope. We've got a couple of teams here with young signal callers looking towards the future.
And you know the old saying, Mike, in the NFL, it is truer than ever. If you have a quarterback, you have a chance. And here we have two teams that feel like they have that quarterback position of the future settled. There's going to be some growing pains. There's going to be some moments where that youth rears its head. But over the long term, both these organizations feel like they have an answer at the most critical position in all of sports.
About ready to get this one started. Jaime Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from Houston. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
I think when you break down this game, Mike, I think it's really quite simple. I think it really comes down to the age-old, hey, be balanced on offense. Can their passing attack and rushing attack complement each other? Because what that does is it makes the defense defend the... And then the #1 goal of every team every week in the NFL, no self-inflicted negatives. That's tackles for loss, sacks, and then, of course, the most important one, don't turn the ball over.
Here's a 2nd and 6. The motion man is Sanders. They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. Here's 3rd and 7. Man in motion, heading left. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Panthers. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and through. The Panthers will take a 7-0 lead. Kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick away. Here's Berrios on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
You could certainly make the case, Mike, that he had one of the best rookie seasons by a quarterback in NFL history. Not so much just his personal play, but he has completely rejuvenated that Houston Texans locker room and that Houston Texans organization. It was incredible watching him as a rookie. Tell you what, though, I think he's even more capable here in his 2nd year under center.
That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down. Schultz is the motion man. On first down, it's Stroud. Here's 2nd and 2. Kirk is the motion man. They'll go play action with Stroud. Over the middle, he's got the tight end Schultz. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Set to go now on 1st and 10. First carry for Joe Mixon. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. They'll go right back to Mixon. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short. Fourth down, and on comes Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal. This a 44-yard attempt. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans are on the board. It's 7-3. Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. On first down, it's right back to Hubbard. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Well, after the nice run to start the drive, why not go back to the well and try it again? And that's exactly what they do. Have to imagine at some point now, the defense tries to change their look.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll go again with Hubbard. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Receiver in motion, headed left. A 2nd down throw for Young. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Young to throw on 1st and 10. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now Young. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup up. Out of the shotgun. Young. A short one there, caught by Tremble. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the gun, it's Young. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Xavier Legette. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg, offensive coordinator's script the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive. They've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, if they continue to build on this lead here early.
And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule, in fact, he did not get the football across the plane, the goal line. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Chuba Hubbard, Panthers. The kicking team on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Panthers extend their advantage to 14-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Berrios on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Texans offense ready for their second possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch, stays in bounds. And he's got the 1st down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab. 10 yards on the pickup, and that's good for a first down. Now Dave Canales has reached for the red challenge flag, and they'll get a second look. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So a smart decision on the defensive side to use the challenge here. This winds up as an incomplete pass. And no return on this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken. The Panthers offense make their way out to take over once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Yup. That into the hands of Hubbard. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. On second down, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And it's going to be third down. The motion man is Sanders. They'll throw here on third and short yardage. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Young hands it to Hubbard. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Motion man. Set right. Throwing on second down, Young. That one complete to Leggett. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. To throw, Young. He'll try to run for it. And Young will have a first down, able to slide to avoid the contact at the end of the play. Give him 16 there, and a first down.
Something every defense works on all week long, Mike. Based on the quarterback that you're going to play, they say, okay, what is our rush plan this week? Are we rushing to a spot? Or are we rushing a guy that we'd rather keep in the pocket? Whatever the plan is, there's got to be more cohesiveness in these third and long situations.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. One quarter in the books. 14-3 is the score. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Sending a receiver right. Here's Young. They'll set up the screen here to Hubbard. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Here's Young to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Berrios on the return. And just beyond the yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Stroud. Pass caught. It's John Mechie. He'll be a little short of that 1st down. Tackled at about the 37-yard line. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They will work the middle with Mixon. And that'll move the sticks. 1st down, up to the 40. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Give, running right. It is Mixon. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. Stroud gonna set up to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
This has been a first half to forget on their offensive side of the ball. It just seems like it's been a snowball effect. Bad plays are leading to even worse plays, and that sack being the largest setback in the game that's been full of them.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. Throwing is Stroud. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
Quarterback just has to get this ball out of his hands. I understand giving your guy a chance to pick up the 1st down. Let's see if he can get some space downfield past the sticks and put one on him. But once it's clear that's not going to work, this ball either needs to be thrown away, checked down, but you certainly don't want to continue to go backwards.
Here's Tommy Townsend now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And this one's going to land as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Panthers offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. To throw is Young. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Daniil Hunter, pass rusher extraordinaire, in action again.
There's a ton of time left in this game. They don't need to feel like this is desperation mode, but they do feel the urgency to get stops, and that sack's going to go a long way to getting them off the field here. Continue to come away giving up no points, give the ball back to your offense, and see if they can start chipping away.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing is Young. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Texans have it. Well, he certainly turned that into something on the move. Downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet, but then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit on him, jar the ball loose, and now they'll take over after the big takeaway.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll run on 1st down with Mixon. And he's just pushing guys out of the way, powering forward for a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A tight end in motion now. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now, Stroud. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans will cut into that lead. Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. On the give, it's Hubbard. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Third and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. On 4th down, on is Sam Martin to punt. Braxton Berrios deep to return. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Texans offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9, just a yard short of that 1st down. Second and a yard. They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down. To throw is Stroud. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. First and 10. They'll go play action with Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. Two minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. John Mechie was the intended target, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be taken down. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Back to throw. Stroud. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Try it again here from the 7-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Stroud. That is caught by the tight end. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Houston. That a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans will cut the deficit down to 4. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The visitors' offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this 1st half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll look to set up the screen here. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a running back, Chuba Hubbard, who put together a solid 1st half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. The 2nd half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this 2nd half. About to get started. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Pierce for the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon heading out onto the field. They'll come up here first. Kirk is the motion man. On first down, they'll start with Mixon. Has an opening, past the 40. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. On first and 10, here's Stroud. He'll get this complete over the middle with Kirk. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Now Stroud. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The offense is trying to stretch the field vertically. They're trying to put as many receivers into the coverage deep as possible. But you know what you need? You need time. You need to allow those guys to get downfield. But when you have a pass rush like this, they don't let that time unfold, and that pocket collapsed and results in a sack.
Third and 9. Stroud to throw. They try to work the screen with Mixon. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
You can kind of sense this defense smells blood in the water. They're able to get to the quarterback on the previous down and thinking, heck, let's do it again. Great timing on this screenplay by the play caller. Use the aggressiveness of the time up the screen to the back and pick up a first down.
On the ground, it's Mixon. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Whistles look like the right side got an early jump there. Let's check the flag. Kirk is the motion man. On the handoff, it's Mixon. And he'll maneuver his way down to the 44. The veteran Josie Jewell there for the stop. A tough spot here. Third and long. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. The Texans getting all set to punt. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The visitors' offense getting ready for their opening possession of this set field ahead of them as they start first and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he'll get about 5. On play action, Young. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Receiver in motion, going right. From the gun here on third down, it's Young. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down. 10 yards to pick up there, and that'll get him a new set of downs.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force fourth down, and get the football back, but instead you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the first down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, Young. A short one there, caught by Tremble. And a good job rallying to the football. Hold him just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Young. And that is incomplete. On now is the punt team for the Panthers, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Up signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Texans offense ready to get back at it. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Stroud. Over the middle, he's got the tight end Schultz. Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud to the right side, and Kurt's got it. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Stroud going to tuck this one on the zone read. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
Here's a toss right side to Mixon. A nice run, probably a yard short of that 1st down. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. To throw, it's Stroud. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
I love this decision here, Mike. 3rd and inches, everyone in the building's just thinking you're going to just plow it up the middle and get a fresh set of downs. This is probably the opportunity to strike downfield in the passing game, and that's exactly what they did.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. That is caught to the goal line and in. Dalton Schultz, touchdown Texans. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one give. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here comes a return from the 3. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. There's a short one caught by Sanders. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it. It's out of the gun, and it's Hubbard. And he'll get forward for a couple. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, Young. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Punting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. C.J. Stroud and the Houston offense set to get going again. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Here's 1st and 10. Kirk is the motion man. A run here with Mixon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Third and 5. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. To throw is Stroud. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
It's almost like the defense knew the back was getting the ball there, because from the moment the ball was snapped, there was a defender all over him, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Let's punt this one away, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The visitors' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Hubbard. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Daniil Hunter with the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll put a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. That one taken in right side by Leggett. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Tremble comes in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Quick throw, taken in. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a 1st down. Young hands it to Hubbard. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Second and 11. Here's Young. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. To throw, Young. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. On 4th down, out comes the punter. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. The home team's offense and C.J. Stroud ready to get to work once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he's just pushing guys out of the way, powering forward for a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. On the option, they give it to Mixon. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. He'll try and run for this with Mixon. Fighting for the marker, he loses the football. And this is taken in by the defense. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
The Panthers offense headed back to take over. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. This is taken at the 25. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. To throw is Young. Looking left side is tight end Tremble. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. To throw is Young. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Here we go. 3rd and a yard. He'll try to run for it with Hubbard. A gain there of 10 yards. It's a Carolina 1st down. Tremble comes in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Young. That's right side, taken in by Tremble. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. The motion man is Sanders. Off the RPO, this is out to Evans. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. On the give, it's Hubbard. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Tremble comes in motion. First carry now for Rico Dowdle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. Tremble comes in motion. On 3rd down, here's Hubbard. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down. They'll go again with Hubbard. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Here's Young to throw. Quick throw here is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Here's a handoff to Hubbard. Looking for room out on the edge. You're not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's fourth down. So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to tie things up here in the fourth. And this one right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Texans offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. Kirk is the motion man. Second down, here's a run, and here's Mixon. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a first down. From the gun, here's Stroud. Open man, the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's second and 3 to go. They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for first and 10. Over the middle and caught by Collins. That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a first down as well. 2 minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's first and 10. Here's Mixon. Space to run inside the 20. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
Here's first down. In motion. They go with Mixon. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down. Mixon. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second. We'll talk things over before third down. They'll try to run this one in. The Panthers, they're going to burn their third and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. They'll run here with Mixon. And that big offensive line clearing space. He's in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Texans will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Panthers offense ready to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll go. Young. And that is incomplete. They had their chance and took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. 1st and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the Texans. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. They're going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.